네, 여러분 안녕하세요. 키팍입니다. 오늘은 Allure 콘도라고 해서 엠블렘사에서 진행하는 250 킹 스트리트 이스트에 들어오는 콘도에 대해서 같이 프리뷰 이벤트에 와 있는데요. 지금 현재 플래티넘 시기입니다. 그래서 지금 여기 Sales VP of Marketing and Sales 스티브 씨와 같이 오늘 프리뷰를 함께 영어로 확인을 해보도록 하겠습니다.
But all joking aside, thank you all for coming today. So we obviously have moved EMBLEM head office and sales office to this location now. So going forward, this will be our headquarters and also our headquarters for sales. And as you can see, we've put a lot of attention to detail here. We spent a lot of time making sure this space is actually a wow moment when you walk in. And I think I saw the reaction. I know Steven kind of was commenting, and I know a lot of you guys are kind of impressed when you walk into this space. And the reason why, first of all, we use the same interior designer for our buildings like the Design District and also Allure as this space here, which is Bertie Filick. They're world renowned and they're award winning. And the second reason is when you bring your clients here, we want them to feel the experience they're going to get just like they're going to walk into one of our buildings. So same kind of concept. When they walk here, they're going to say, wow, this builder really pays attention to detail and it's a must-have for my portfolio going forward. So before I jump into it, let's talk about portfolios a little bit. And there's different kinds of portfolios such as stocks and real estates. And when you have portfolios, you need some blue chip investments. And when I say blue chip investment in the stock world, automatically to my mind comes a Facebook stock or an Apple stock or RBC stock, let it be a Canadian stock for one. But in the real estate world, when you talk about blue chip investments, you talk about downtown investments. And downtown investments year over year, if you look at it in a 100-year graph, year over year, they always perform at the highest levels. And let's not take COVID into consideration, or maybe we should, but COVID was a kind of thing that happens once every couple hundred years or 100 years, and hopefully we never see it in our lifetime again. But prior to COVID, when downtown was booming and it was hopping, the rates were very high. Now that COVID's a thing in the past, the rental rates are now at all-time high. Right? You're seeing the one bedrooms going at crazy numbers, the two bedrooms, so on and so forth. And the reason why is because in downtown Toronto, within a 5-kilometer radius, and I'm going to compare Toronto to, let's say, the top 3 largest cities in North America. So let's take a New York or Los Angeles into consideration here. When you have, for example, your country's largest university, you have your national sports teams, you have the biggest financial hub in Canada, all within a 5-kilometer radius. What it does is creates a big niche and a big pocket of renters and investors. So if you look at New York, for example, where you're driving 45 minutes to get to one school or to one stadium or to get to the financial hub, or LA for the same reason. Same kind of concept, right? And that's why Toronto is so special, is that within a small radius, there's so much the city has to offer. And the other one I would talk about is, I think we're turning around now. I think the market's getting better. That's what I'm hearing from you guys. Everyone's doing lots of deals. Everyone's happy again, smiling. And, I think, let's just talk about the market last year when it was kind of a bad market. They are usually the numbers for the outer GTA suburbs, right? It's those areas that always get hit the hardest and the fastest, whereas Toronto is always stable, and when it bounces back harder. So when you look at those minus 20s, those minus 30s, it's always the surrounding areas of downtown Toronto when looking at these stats. So again, Toronto, and I'm sure even if you look today on MLS, there is no discounts in Toronto. And the reason why is there's no real estate and it has so much to offer. So let me jump into it here. Us at EMBLEM here, we're very, very busy with projects we've launched, projects in development stage, projects under construction. We've accumulated a portfolio of $3.6 billion of real estate, which equates to just under 4,600 units. As you can see, things are very, very busy. We have a lot going on here, which is very, very exciting. And if you look at it over the map, as you all know, we go as far as west as Hamilton with our developments, to Mississauga. We have an upcoming project not too far from here in Leaside, and the one that you're all hear about today in downtown Toronto, and that's Allure.
I feel it in my blood.
So as you can see, we are located steps away from the financial hub and all of the major attractions in downtown Toronto, which makes this location a golden one. Just another rendering of where we are situated in accordance of where the city is. So we've created, let's call it the top 5 reasons why Allure needs to be your client's next best investment. We're gonna dive into these 5 categories deeper. So I'm gonna take you guys through some of the key features of this building. First and foremost, 43 stories, hovering over King Street, a total of 509 units, and a quite extensive list of amenities. We have close to 20,000 square feet of amenities in this building, which I think is a very large number, especially for a building in downtown Toronto. But I think the one phrase that a lot of other projects use is hotel-inspired amenities. I'm sure you guys read this phrase a lot, and you see it often. Yes, we have a sauna. Yes, we have a steam room. Yes, we have a massage room. But we really do have a hotel-inspired amenity, and that's a chauffeur sitting in a black Rolls Royce waiting for you to take you to your destination. No additional fees, no hidden expenses. It's a part of your maintenance fees. We've already factored into the budget, so I know right now you're guessing, oh, it must be $2 a square foot for maintenance fees. But no, in fact, it's a very, very low number, and we've already factored and calculated all these things into our budget. So I know there's maybe 3 world-class hotels in downtown Toronto that offer a house car service, one of them being the Four Seasons. And we're now going to be the next one as a condominium, but we have a nicer car. First come, first serve, call your concierge, book it, but you can't go to Niagara Falls with it if that's what you're hoping to do. So it's, you know, just like you would call in a hotel close by, a couple of kilometers, 3 kilometers. They haven't set the boundaries yet, but they're probably within the city of Toronto. Typical key plate going up the building, 1 studio, 1 3-bed, and south is all along the bottom here. So lots of units with south views. As you can see, the interior design inside the lobby here is kind of like what you're seeing around you in these 4 walls. Same feeling, lots of stone, lots of marble, with an added water feature. As you can see, same travertine used in the lobbies here as this sales office. Private movie theater, indoor-outdoor gym, a social lounge, outdoor-indoor co-working lounge. One of my favorite amenities in this building, as you can see, this is something that you would see probably in a Las Vegas hotel. So you can go to this beautiful space, kick off the night, then call your Rolls Royce and go to your next destination. One of the biggest asks from a lot of condo owners and residents is kids' playrooms. I think you'll agree with me that Bertie Filick really hit this one on the nail. Standard suite finishes, 9-foot smooth ceiling, floor-to-ceiling windows. The kitchens that you see here on my right are the actual standard kitchens inside the units. The bathrooms you see here on my left are the actual standard bathroom finishes in Allure. As you can see, when you get up there, the views are spectacular. You got lake, you got CN Tower, you got full city views. And some key dates. So the weekend of April 29th and April 30th, we will be hosting you and your clients to come in here. It's a Saturday and Sunday, so that they can also touch, feel, and see exactly what EMBLEM puts into their buildings. And we'll help you obviously with whatever assistance you need. The other key date is our launch date. If you haven't received the invitation yet, please let us know. We'll get you one right away. But it is happening on May 4th at 11 a.m. That's it for our presentation. If you have any questions for Alex and I, other than floor plans, pricing, incentives, and deposit structure, we're more than happy to help you.
네, 여러분 다 상세히 정보를 들어보셨나요? 앞으로 며칠 동안 제가 자세한 도면과 가격 정보를 여러분께 공유를 드릴 예정인데, 중요한 날짜를 말씀을 드리자면은 일단 4월 29일, 4월 30일 날 다운타운 250 킹스트리트 이스트에 들어오는 이 Allure 콘도 오픈하우스를 여기 본사에서 진행을 할 예정입니다. 따라서 고객님께서 관심 있으시면은 저한테 연락을 주세요. 아래 연락처는 416-493-3955 아니면 이메일 key@condoanalyst.ca 이쪽으로 연락을 주시면 저희가 오픈하우스에 여러분을 모시겠고요. 그 후에 공식 런칭은 5월 4일에 진행할 예정입니다. 네, 그러면 그때 찾아뵙도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다. 키팍이었습니다.
What makes Allure so special is really a combination of factors. It starts with its location in an incredibly vibrant and active part of the city. It's the sophisticated, quiet, confident approach to design and the attention to detail. That attention to detail will be the hallmark of Allure. Whether it's on the exterior of the building, whether it's the interior spaces, the quality of materials, the details, the finishes, all of that contribute to making Allure one of the most distinctive projects in the city today.
So when you look at the stock market and the real estate market, it's no secret that the last decade plus was an excellent time to be an investor. This is the US market. The lowest point was in 2009. At the bottom of the market, the time that made most sense to invest, this was a headline. It certainly does not feel like a headline that tells you it's a great time to invest. This was a similar chart to the one that I showed you about the stock market. And all of us would love to rewind time to 1996 and invest. But the fact is, you probably wouldn't have done it because the headlines felt very much the same way as they did for the stock market. I think these headlines really put into perspective what investors would have been feeling then and how it was exactly the opposite of what happened. So when we look at the headlines today, things become so clear as to why we are embarking on one of the best investment opportunities we've seen in the last 2 decades. What's important though is that not all asset classes within real estate are not valued the same way. So single family homes absolutely have received a haircut. And with rents going up the way they have, it's really insulated what's happening in condo prices. This is a stat that many people, many investors are not aware of. When you have a market that's down 21% and you're invested in that market and one of the components has weathered the storm by being down 1%, it doesn't get any better than that. Right now, we're living in a world where everyone's just talking about opinion and feelings. Use this data. Educate your clients. Helping them go through that journey and having data validate what you're saying is so powerful. And it's what will have clients view you as an advisor and not a salesperson. Salespeople give opinions. Advisors present data.